playing some Maplestory, and it's been a while since I've last played this game. And very much because ever since I started my classes, I haven't been able to play MMOs all that often, so yeah. And now I'm back, and I decided to play this today because one, it's Halloween, and honestly, this was not going to be the game I was going to play on stream, but I was kind of like, well, it's more like I was going to play a different game, but I didn't know how to play it anymore, and I didn't want to spend maybe 10 to 20 minutes figuring out the controls all over again. Especially when I play that particular game modded, so yeah. I mean, it's fine if I play mods, but like, it's fine, but for, like, on stream, I feel like I didn't want to play mods, but I don't know how the characters in that game work, so I think... Anyways, I'm playing this game, so yeah. Actually, I should... You know what? I'm gonna raise the volume. This feels too quiet. Okay, give me a second. I had to test audio, in between, but yeah. Okay. Should be a bit louder for this stream.
Melody cry. Watch yourself.
Okay. And speaking of games I haven't played in a while, I'm going to have some trouble understanding how to play again, because I haven't played Maplestory in quite a while. Okay, now these things... Okay. Alright, these quests. Okay, I'm trying to... Yeah, I guess I just don't have anything to talk about because my brain's coming up with nothing to say, so... Isn't there supposed to be a fourth one I was supposed to get? Quest? Okay, whatever that was. Okay, I'm gonna adjust the audio again. Okay, hopefully I don't get attacked by the enemies while I'm away from the game. Okay, let's put it back to that setting. It feels like my character attacking enemies is much louder than the rest of the game. Than the game without attacking enemies. So yeah, today, the day I'm streaming this is on Halloween. Yeah. And I went with the decision of, should I do an art stream or play a game? And I decided to play a game today because, while I do love to draw, I don't want to I don't want to do it today, like draw anything today on stream. So here I am. like I mentioned before, I was going to play a different game, but I don't really know how to play the game normally. I mean, I did play the game normally, I just used mods to play different characters, so...
I'll blow you all away. So let's get roar.
Okay, I'm just gonna drop the topic of the other game now. I'm clearly not playing it, and, yeah. And also, it would fit the theme of today a little more if I did play it, but... I remembered that there were spiders in the game, and considering the atmosphere of the game, I do not want to deal with having to scream about spiders on stream, so... yeah. Anyways, Maplestory is still a fun game, though. Oh, I just remembered. I didn't really upload one of my Maplestory streams on YouTube, and I deleted it before that ever has seen the light of day. I just realized I don't have any of my buffs on. Great.
So let's get roar. Pretty. I'll blow you all away. I'll blow you all away.
Okay, so,
Justice blood ribbon. I'll blow you all away.
close this, close, there.
I'll blow you all away.
What to talk about? Because I'm not gonna spend a whole stream being quiet as I attack a bunch of enemies. Oh yeah, and also today, Luigi's Mansion 3 just came out. Of course, even if I want to play the game, well, one, I can't really afford games right now. And even if I want to play it, I can't stream it because I don't have a Switch capture card yet. And even if I do, I'm not even sure how I'm gonna stream any of those games on Switch because, well, one, I need a computer near a TV or a monitor, or I mean, I could bring a monitor and kind of stream it that way, but it's a bit complicated because even if I do, I don't have room for another monitor. I mean, I do, but all the monitor, I don't have a spare one is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Oh, come on. And also, even if using a TV to, like, stream, like, for, like, better use of, like, dealing with, like, recording console games or something, like, I'm nowhere near one. Also, this, yeah, so basically second monitor is probably the best bet for that. Oh, I just realized this is something else. Okay, get this thing. I'm starting running and press the wrong button. It's great. Although I will say that if I ever get a capture card to stream console games in the future, I will 100% play like a lot of games with it. Like stream it, I mean. Thinking about it, and if part of me kind of wants to like play Fire Emblem on stream, like obviously Three Houses. But the obvious reason, of course, I just don't have a Switch capture card, and I had to figure out the whole situation of how to stream the game on, yeah. Which is again like capture card thing, but I don't have one. And also I should probably avoid talking about other games, especially if it comes to spoilers, because, well, I don't want to, like, talk about spoilers on a stream that I'm gonna upload to YouTube anyway. Or not, because I tend to keep forgetting to upload Maplestory VODs more than actual playthroughs. I'm still not over when I cannot stop talking about this one thing about my predictions. I had one of the predictions I had throughout playing AI the Somnium Files. One of them in particular, I said it in my 10th session of the game, which is part 10 on YouTube, obviously. I didn't really split recording, so I uploaded the stream, the entire stream, on YouTube. But, I'm still not over one of the predictions I made because it was a bit ridiculous. But when I hear back at it, I wasn't completely wrong. I was actually technically right. Although this was before, like, the game dropped that sort of bombshell, reveal thing or something. It's a fun game. I 100% recommend AI. Although, I do recommend, the left path first. I did the right path, although when I watched when I rewatched the stream, I did actually comment I wanted to do left path, but I ended up doing the right path first. It's not bad, but like the quickest way to go through the story is probably go down red, then yellow, then green, then blue, then purple, and then it goes from there. Of course, no one would know that until they played the entire game, because you don't really see the different colored paths until after you, after you finish a Somnium and see the split pathways or something. Yeah, because unlike Zero Escape, you actually have to play through the game to unlock the flowchart appearance, like how the flowchart looks. Because in Zero Escape, like, you have the flowchart. You have the flowcharts in all three of the games, but you don't really see how the flowchart looks. For AI, you don't really see how it looks until you've gone through a couple pathways in the game. I'm gonna keep doing this until I get the enemies to 999. But it's like, I'm still not over one of my reactions to it. Although I will say this, if I can, without spoiling the game. Without spoiling it, but... I do recall... oh yeah. Wait, no, back. Okay. Quick step back. What I'm trying to say is, because I played the game doing right path first, my head remembered more on one particular thing compared to everything else. Which is why I'm starting to twist my words, but I'm trying to say, because I picked right path first, certain information in the game kind of stuck out to me more. Specifically, I can't really say it, but because it's spoilers, might lean into spoilers a bit, but like, it's like certain information on the right path stick to me more, even though I did it first. Did that path first. In AI. And which is, it's something I've been saying a lot in my own playthrough, like, this doesn't make sense. Like, I think I said it several times in my playthrough where I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, I was trying to figure out how is it possible, but the game made it more confusing to me. I don't remember what stream session it was on, but it was one of the sessions where I was kind of like... well, I guess it was kind of like I forgot the stream. I forgot which video it was, but it was the first ending I got in the game, where I actually had a comment. I didn't. I commented that I was like, I think I have an idea on who this may be, or something. And then the game reveals this thing, and I was like, wait, what? I was so confused because something wasn't right. Yeah, I think it was around there. Like, I was like, something didn't make sense, although I didn't want to say it out loud because I could have been completely wrong. Or something. And it was interesting. It really got my brain, like, flowing in that particular, for that particular point in the story, because I was like, something's not right, but, like, something wasn't right, and I kept believing that, the protagonist in that game may still have a connection, even if this is the case. Because I couldn't let it go for the longest time, and I think I kind of showed that while playing the game. Like, I commented about it a lot, so much that I was like, something's really off here, what is it? Again, it's really hard to describe because it does go into spoilers, and I really want people to go into AI mostly blind anyway. Okay, what else to talk about? Oh yeah, also in my finale video, I did comment that I understood why people said play the left path first. Although you can't really blame me. Because I've been playing the game blind, I obviously had no idea what it was going through in the game. Like, had no idea what to expect and what to find out. Although I will say it's like when someone plays the game, it's probably best to not tell them what path to go on first. Because it is like their own playthrough, so it's like, it's technically backseating if you tell someone, like, oh, don't do this path or something first. Yeah, that's backseating. I did tell myself I would not accept backseating in my playthrough, so... Okay, I'm almost done getting rid of 999 monsters. What else was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, another thing while watching AI, like playthroughs, since I've been finished with the game, I've been watching people play the game. And 2 playthroughs I'm watching, I actually skimmed through one of them, so I can only see their reactions to the major points of the story, but... Oh, come on, really? But, But from, like, watching the 2 playthroughs, it seems like the 2 people I watched, they both went down the red path, which is left. And they went red, green, back to red, and yellow. Like, that's how I've seen the route so far. And I find it a little interesting. It's like, how does like, 2 people I watched, ended up going down that exact same direction. And I don't know why people have picked the right path for, well, not the, like, it's like they, how do I put this in better terms? Like, the playthroughs I watched, they went from red path first, and then they all end up doing the green path next. Which I find interesting. It's like, because, you know, when I played a game, when I finally got to the left path, I ended up just keep going left until I reached the ending. So I find it a little interesting that, like, how did I end up, like, I don't know how to put it in words. I'm trying to say it's kind of interesting to notice that from the people I've watched so far, they went down the same exact direction. So it's interesting. Of course, I played the game much more differently than they did. Like, obviously, I went down blue path first, and then I went purple, then I went red, kept going down on red until I reached an ending. Then yellow, then green. It's interesting to see how other people play the game, but it's a little too interesting when you find out that most people have gone down the exact same 2 branches. In terms of going down left and then green, so like right off the bat. Okay, let's do this random thing. No! Dang it. I was so close to getting a perfect score, too. Because there's a achievement in Maplestory where if you did a perfect run on that little mini game, you get an achievement. I have not gotten that achievement yet, sadly. And am I done? Yeah, I got all 999 enemies destroyed. Okay, let's turn in these quests. I can just click the tab, but I don't want the enemies spawn on me while I do so. Okay. Oh yeah, and also Streamlabs schedule for some reason apparently how do I put this? Okay, where? Okay, when does this finish up? I think I finished this up in 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. Okay, so what should I do for the next few minutes? Because I do want to switch characters and kind of play my other characters in this game. I don't want to stick to one character, so... I think I could keep grinding a bit. I haven't played this game in ages, and I'm still level 215. And I'm in this game. That's my highest level character. Alright, I can't do the, runes yet. Okay, what else to talk about? Without spoiling anything, that is. Most part is I do have a lot of stuff to talk about regarding AI Somnium Files. It's a good game, but even if I want to talk about it a lot, I have to be careful not to say spoilers. If I'm doing like just a normal stream. Well, it's more like a rule of mine where I should not talk about spoilers of other games while playing a game or talking about random stuff. Oh, it's more like a case of... like, I'm okay with talking about spoilers, but just in case... like, just in case, because it's still a pretty new game in... It's still a new game in English, because I think it's been around for quite a while in Japan. But, again, just in case, given that a lot of people have been playing the game these days. Like, even more than Sanki Zero is the comparison I'm trying to make. Because Sanki Zero is a new game, like, this year in English, but not a lot of people played that game. But I feel like it's okay to talk about it. While AI, which is an even newer game, is one I should not talk about too much, just in case of the spoilers. Because it is, like Zero Escape, it does contain a lot of spoilers. Well, I mean, yes, it does contain spoilers, but I'm trying to say, exactly like Zero Escape, it's a game that you can't speak so lightly about what happens, because it's best to play it and be surprised by what is happening. Also, so one thing about AI that I should have noticed because I did play the right path first is that I, for some reason, did not catch in the little hints about certain things. Which, given what happens, given the reveals, I should have noticed it right away. 5 minutes, 2 minutes. The little quest I gained. Oh yeah, anyways, like, because I picked the right path first in AI, I don't know why my brain didn't, like, process, like, that there was definitely something wrong when I played the left path next. Which is interesting, because I would have noticed. I think I did notice, but I didn't comment on it, because if I commented on it, it, like, there was a possibility I could be wrong in imagining it. I think I did comment on it in my playthrough, like, something doesn't feel right with this, like, thing in particular. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I did comment on it, but I didn't really think too much on it, like... Yeah, I think, like, it just got me so confused as to, like, what was even happening. I was like... Oh god, that got really loud. Okay, now my brain is just getting confused. Oh yeah, and a little something about my playthrough. If you, to anyone who watched the final stream session, like either as a VOD or otherwise, mainly as a VOD because I don't get many viewers on my streams, but to anyone who watched it, I feel like it's pretty obvious to tell that my brain just stopped working for like briefly when trying to process everything that happened in the game. Because with all the reveals, my head was starting to hurt because it was like so much to take in. Like, oh gosh. I understood what was happening, but it got really confusing that my brain is just like, I can't think anymore. It's kind of like a series that focuses extremely on time travel, like, mechanics. To the point that it's like, what is even happening? What's, like... Basically, it's just as confusing as a stable time loop in, like, time travel theory where, like, you end up altering the past to the point that, like, if you weren't there, then the future would not even exist, kind of thing. Which gets really, really weird, because it makes no sense. Oh yeah, and also, I think I'll do this stream for, a total of 3 hours today. Because I will be watching people play Luigi's Mansion 3 on their, streams, later, so I will be watching that. I would play it myself, because I did see, I did play Luigi's Mansion when I was really young. And I've seen a playthrough on the second game. Mainly because I could not play myself. I do have a 3DS and I did have the ability to play the game, but I guess I wasn't interested enough to actually play it myself. So I ended up watching someone else play the game instead. Yeah. It is... Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, it's bringing back a lot of memories of when I played the first game. As I remember playing the first game a lot, and because I was so young and still did not understand what video games were. Well, like, I did, but it was more like I didn't know how to play games, like, very well. Let me explain, you're not supposed to be... It's fine to not be very good at games, but But when I was like little, like my hands were small, so it was kind of like, how do I put this? I'm getting confused. I'm getting confused and weird trying to explain this, but I'm trying to say I was small, I had no idea what I was doing, and I kind of played the game without a tutorial. I think that's what I meant. I'm explaining it so badly that I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Basically, I was small, I had no idea what I was doing, and I basically played the game from randomly watching, like, actually it's more like I played the game, yes, but I always jumped on save files that weren't at the beginning of the game. Like, because I didn't own the game, it was, like, when I played the game, it was owned by, like, family friends of mine, so I kind of jumped on their save files to kind of play around with it. So, doing that, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. No idea about, like, how to play the game. So I, like, jumped on the game. Like, jumped on a progress save file and just played from there. I don't know. It's complicated. I was like, I don't remember when I first played the game, but I was like about 5 years old when I was first exposed to it. And then... Okay, now I actually don't remember when I last played the game. I definitely last played it sometime when I was in elementary school though, so I was still very much young and had no idea what I was doing at the time. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm starting to get really confused and my brain is starting to, like, get unsure about the information. But I will say that, when I played it, I did at least make progress in, in those, playthroughs that I've done, like, all those years ago, because, the save file I jumped on did not get all the remaining secrets. So I ended up unknowingly getting the remaining secrets and managed to pass those. So, it's interesting. Interesting thing that I've done playing the game. Also, I'm still talking about Luigi's Mansion, by the way. And if it's not obvious by now, I'm terrible at explaining things. I'm not the greatest when it comes to explaining details a lot. Which does lead back to why I tend to forget a lot of things in AI, even though the information was like right there in front of me. Because my memory is like really, my memory's fine, it's just that I tend to forget a lot, because it just works like that. Anyways, the point being, I'm gonna be watching other people later today play Luigi's Mansion 3. I would play it myself, but I don't have enough to afford games right now, and other things, I guess. Also, I'm kind of saving up for Pokemon, like the new Pokemon games coming out next month. And speaking of next month is basically starting tomorrow, which is November 1st. be playing the new Pokemon game when it comes out. I already decided that I'll get Pokemon Shield, even though I would usually... I usually pick, I don't put this. I guess what should I say for like most, I don't know what to say. It has nothing to do with the legendary or Pokemon. It's just for some reason I want. Oops. I guess in a sense, there's no particular reason why I'm getting specifically the Shield version of the game. Like usually I would get both versions of a new Pokemon game, but I didn't. What the heck? What the heck is happening? What is happening? What the heck, game? Anyways, sometimes, yeah, not really sometimes, but ever since I got a 3DS, Oh yeah, that is sort of the reason why I got a 3DS in the first place. It's because of like Pokemon X and Y, which I have both versions of the game, and then after that I only got one version of the game just based on preference. Although it's kind of weird because I got when the remakes of Ruby and Sapphire came out, which is Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. For some reason, I randomly picked the Sapphire copy because I was like, I don't know why I picked it. I guess because I just don't like red too much. The color red is fine, but like when I stare at it too long, everything just starts to look weird. Especially if it's like a block of red color, because it just makes my vision really weird. So I just picked it because it was blue. Although, it feels more fitting to kind of get both versions of that game because they actually have two sets of villains, villain groups in it. Like, they're both present in one, but it's like one has more of an impact with the story compared to the other because, you know, the different legendaries and all. My knowledge of Pokemon is very small, even though I've seen the series ever since I was, like, very small. Although, what got me into it was, the anime a bit. Although, at the end of the day, I don't really like the Pokemon anime. It's not... Like, the Pokemon anime, it would be good if they actually changed the protagonist. Like, when they're actually talking about a completely new, the new gen stuff and all. Yeah, that's kind of the main reason why I don't like the Pokemon anime. When I was little, it was fine, but then when you get older, it's just like they're reusing the exact same tropes. I really don't like it. And it's like, the thing is, it's like, for most of the gen-focused seasons, they really demote the male protagonist from the games to extra. Like, they don't really... It's like they remove the male protagonist and replace it with, obviously, the anime staple of a protagonist. And keep the female one, usually. Which actually irritates me because I don't like that. It's like when... Now that I'm older, and when I thought about it a lot, especially like a few years ago when, it was before Sun and Moon came out, if I'm correct, when I had a lot of this going on in my mind. But... It's a main reason why I don't like the Pokemon anime. It's because they just like replace the male protagonist with, obviously, you know, and keep the female one and always end up making her like the love interest. Like, probably not too much given, you know, their ages, but it's also that, it's like, it's just like, like, in my opinion, I would like the Pokemon anime better if they actually changed the protagonist and did not keep the exact same one for like several seasons. Like actually have it as the male protag from the games, like the one you can select to play as. Like that would be so much better than whatever we got, so. Yeah, that's just my opinion. And I still like this one post someone made. It's like, what if it was the male protags from the game in the anime? Like, someone made, like, fake screenshots, and they were really well done. And I really liked them. And it's like, we could have gotten this, but they decided on something else when they made it. Made the anime. Okay, that's enough of that. I don't want to keep talking about Pokemon. The point being is I'm gonna get Pokemon Shield, although this time I don't really have much of a reason why I'm gonna get the Shield version. Although, this may be a bit silly, but I think part of the reason may have to do with an anime I watched earlier this year, which I actually binge watched because I didn't watch the episodes when they came out. Mainly because I was busy and I didn't want to just binge 15 episodes. I wanted to wait till the rest of them were dubbed instead. But that may be a partial reason why I'm picking the Shield version of the new Pokemon games coming out. Oh god. No! Come on, get up! Anyways, I should probably change the topic now. Oh yeah, and also back on the topic of AI a bit, I did notice that I've gained a lot more views unexpectedly, like at a short period of time, on my final AI video session, like the VOD specifically. I've noticed I gained a lot of views from it, and it surprised me. It's like, wow, everyone wants to see my reaction to the ending, you know? Like, yeah, it's like, does everyone want to just see my reaction to the ending? Is kind of what ran through my mind, is, yeah. Okay, anyways, yeah, like, I got a lot of views immediately on the finale. It's the same way, it's the same, almost the same, not quite the same because the view difference, but a lot of people, like, it does kind of, how do I put this into words? I should say because, you know, like, I have a lot of views on my, Danganronpa V3 finale video, and that is my second highest watched video on my channel, and it's YouTube channel specifically, and it's crazy. Crazy, yes. A monster added. The green catfish. I have something. Oh god, what is going on with some of the things? It's like the layer is broken. Ah! No! nice to see that I got a lot of views. Like, quite a... Well, yeah, I do have, like, not many views on my YouTube channel. Makes sense, because it's a small YouTube channel at the moment. But it's nice to see that, like, quite a few people watch my reactions to the finale. And it was indeed a wild ride for sure. It was crazy. And also my head kind of just like passed out for like halfway through because I was trying to process all the information. And of course there were probably some things that I overlooked even after I got the reveals. Like seeing the reveal, seeing the ending, etc. But I can't really blame myself for missing them because my memory is not the greatest, even though ironically it is the greatest because
I'll blow you all away. I'll blow you all away.
because I tend to remember things really well, but half the time I guess the short of it is that I am good at remembering stuff, but only like major details. If it comes to the specifics, I tend to not remember them. That's kind of how my memory works. Like, I remember major details and points, but I don't remember the bigger picture of it all. Like, the specifics, like... I guess a good way to view it is like, I guess like a recipe, and then you're trying to follow the directions. But if you're working it from the top of your mind, you only remember like the more obvious ingredients rather than the smaller ones that you still need in order to make the food. I guess that's a good way to put it. My memory's weird. I don't really understand it. Oh, and also another thing I could have played today was like maybe like an RPG horror game, like not really sure, but I could have played one today, but felt like I could, but I guess I chose not to. Yeah, today would have been the perfect opportunity to play any kind of horror game today, but I didn't, so I'm just playing this game today for fun. Also, I do have FNAF on my Steam library, but I'm definitely not gonna play that anytime soon. Not even once. Nope. And the main reason is just because the first game is still the scariest no matter what I do. It's still gonna freak me out no matter what. So I'm trying to finish this quest before I switch characters. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I think, yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna do here outside of just like playing around with my characters here. Press there. Okay, what else to talk about? we go. It's gonna take ages to get to the next level in this game. I don't know, people kind of level from level 200 to maybe at least 220 anyway. This is like, I know I haven't been playing the game for a long time, but it's kind of insane that some people could get like 20 plus levels after 200 with ease. Like, how? How do you guys have an easier time leveling up? And also, it's like, even though like getting to level 200 is pretty easy, I still have a lot of trouble like leveling up that much. All that, and I don't really have a lot of time playing the game these days, so. Because lately, I have been focused entirely on my own studies because I don't want to fail my classes, or else yeah, that wouldn't be good. Especially if the classes are really expensive. Well, this time around they're really expensive, so I had to actually pass them so I don't waste them. Okay, for now I'm trying to finish this quest so I can switch characters. I got the noise. Stop. Oh my god. Noise. There we go. Okay, we're done. First, let's go get a little more XP. There we go. Okay. Not that one. Which one? Okay, I got that quest done. What is this? Okay, for some reason the background music changed. Okay, get rid of it. There we go. Okay. What else to do? One, get rid of the extra stuff I gained, from all that grinding. Anything to drop off? No. Okay. Although, what character should I switch to? I have like so many characters, especially on this server. Scania? Whatever you want to pronounce it. Oh, I could transfer that. So many random occult cubes. Eh. Okay, trying to figure out what to do now. Oh! Oh, I forgot about this. Second. Wow, I'm extremely unlucky. Because I know there's like gold ones and special ones, and I'm trying to get the special ones. Time to dump all these. Oops. Okay, anyways, I'm going to switch characters to one of my other characters. So I'll be doing that. Hide the screen so no one sees me changing characters. Yeah, change characters. I forgot to get that. I'll get it later. What the heck is this? Oh, it's the Bard story stuff. I was like wondering, what the heck is this? Okay, I'm being distracted. Let's change. Should I go the reboot or still... I think I'll stick with Scania for now. My mess of characters. Should I play my zero character? I guess I can. And before I switch over, I had to change external chat to not be external because that can cause problems for the stream. I missed one area in Elysium. Really? Okay, I'll change it back in a second. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, I am done with the story on Zero. I'm pretty much just trying to get enough coins to buy the emblem. I only have 351, so this is gonna take a long time. I was told that, like, these ones are really good at getting coins. Alright, I forgot I have weird keys. I still have the thing. Okay, so yeah, this is my Zero character, which I basically got this entire special set on. Because, obviously, I don't really... I don't really bother funding my characters in MMOs. Also, speaking of MMOs, I should consider playing other ones outside of Maplestory on streams. I do want to play Elder Scrolls Online again, although I uninstalled the game at some point, so I had to just sit around for like maybe like 5 hours again reinstalling. But it is a fun game, although for some reason it bugs out on me. I don't know why it's been doing that. I don't need these anymore as much, but I'm still getting them. Also, yeah, I got the whole set. Wait, what is the potential? Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Okay. And also, I think the damage skin I have on my character here is, okay, yeah, it's Black Rose. Yeah, there has to be an easier way to get more coins. I spent all my coins just like upgrading the characters with the level 140 gear. Let's do it one more time. And then I'm probably just gonna switch to do a different character. Oh yeah, for some reason on this character, I randomly gave them pointed ears. And I don't know why I did that for some reason. I did it for some reason, now I don't know why. Okay, let's change that because I don't have stats. Oh yeah, the pointed ears. I actually see it on their character a bit. Oops. Okay. I think I'm just gonna switch characters. It's gonna be really boring if I spend the entire stream playing this character. Oh boy, and all these other quests I had have no way of doing at all, so that's also a thing. I need like 100, less than 200 more coins to get, but I'm not gonna do it on stream. Okay, whoops. Almost forgot. I should probably switch from this way. I mean, like, switch the scene and then change characters so no one sees anything else. I'm gonna check my other characters real quick. I have a lot of other characters in this game. So many of them, and a lot of them are really old characters that I haven't messed with in ages. I'm not gonna play on Baron, no. Let's see. Who's one of my lower characters? So many characters. Most of my characters, I started at like I stopped playing them at level 80 for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna play this character. My Ice Lightning Mage. Damn it knows. Oh, right. God. Turn external chat off. Okay, there we go. Where's one of my other characters? Yeah, I'm gonna play with this character. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit slow, but then again, this is one of my lower level characters, so... yeah. Also, all the clothes on her are from the Maplehood Watch events. Wait, I don't have a new damage skin? Guess not. One of the characters I don't have a new damage skin for. This was one of my burning characters before, but I didn't really finish yeah, leveling them at the time. Cause I got lazy. She can't do any of those quests. Yeah, this character of mine is gonna level up kinda slowly. Okay. Is there anything else to talk about? And again, I don't want to just sit here being quiet for like the next 2 hours. So that would be kind of boring. Yeah, my throat. I did this questline a million times. I don't need to read the dialogue like 5 million times over. Level up. Gonna max out Thunderbolt. Okay. And again, this is just one of my random low-level characters wearing a bunch of outfits from Neighborhood Watch events. What else to talk about? Okay, one thing I want to do one day is actually stream Elder Scrolls Online. Although I'm still not sure how I'm gonna do that. Because for some reason, whenever I have the game, like playing the game, like it's only when I first started up, like after like being in the game for just a few minutes, it starts glitching, like lagging for no reason. And this is one of the more powerful computers I have, so it's kind of weird that it even lags. Although, after a while, when I restart the game, it then doesn't do that anymore. I don't know why it does that. But, that's kind of the reason why I haven't been playing ESO lately, because of that. It's still a fun game, it's just that, like, for some reason the random lag kind of makes me not play it as much. Also, even if I stream it, I have to reinstall the entire game because I got it uninstalled like a month ago. Yeah, my throat. Okay, I'm leveling up kind of fast. Okay. What else to talk about? Outside of it being Halloween today and other things. Well, more accurately, Halloween today, if, well, in my time zone, because I think it's already November 1st in Japan right now, so... Or, like, getting close to it, or something. Okay, I don't really know what to talk about next, because I pretty much exhausted a lot of topics now. Well, maybe except Fire Emblem, but that's, completely different. I would talk about Fire Emblem, but again, you know, I can't really talk about spoiler-related content. Because I made it a rule where I don't want to talk about spoilers in the stream of a different game, so... I mean, it's fine if it's, like, Maplestory or art streams, but... Well, I mean, like, regular chill MMO streams. But I don't want to go too much into spoilers, given that I don't think many people have finished the game, like, gone through certain routes yet, so... I won't spoil. I will say that, when I play the game, I pick blue lines first, and after I finish that route, I cannot bring myself to play the other routes, no matter what people tell me. I cannot bring myself to play the other routes. Even if I want 100% the question marks, like, fill them in, like, in the extras menu, even for that, I will not play the other routes. Although, even though I did not play the other routes, I did watch them on YouTube. And, after seeing, a certain moment, my dislike for a character has increased. And it's mainly because of a certain moment in part 1. I want to explain it, but not spoil it. Actually, yeah, I could point out when it is. Basically, without spoiling the exact details, it's a certain route, one of the routes in the game. And but sometime between the story mission of Chapter 9 and the start of Chapter 10. It's somewhere between there. And that is where I started to dislike a character even more because of what they said. What they said sometime after that, after a certain scene. Like, I understand why they would say it like that, but given the circumstances, it sounded really, really wrong. It didn't sound right. And by it didn't sound right, it's something that you should never say to people because they will take it in a way of like you're being disrespectful. In like a strong moment, I guess. And like, given what just happened, like, if I played that route first, I would have been so mad. Like, so mad. But because I didn't, and I played another route that more stuck with the theme of what that route was. Blue lines. Yeah, I picked blue lines so I know what I'm talking about, but, yeah. Basically, because of that one cutscene, I started to not like a character very much. Like, I understand why they would act that way, but telling it to someone who clearly does not see things in the same way as they do, it's really disrespectful. And also, it's like one of their lines of dialogue sounded really selfish. So it's like something just happened in the story. Like, insert event here just happened. Why are you being like this? Like, I get it, but that's no way of speaking to someone who does not have the same exact opinion as you. It's like, it's wrong. Given what I know, it makes it even worse. Given that I've seen the Blue Lions route the first time already, it makes it so much worse, knowing what I know. So it's like, And also, to kind of point this out, I'm not saying I hate the character. I just don't like them. Like, they're a good character in their own way. But if I ever met someone like that in real life, we would not be friends. I would not be friends with someone like that in real life. Oh, I forgot about this. You know what? Fine. It has so much ice spawning on screen. Oh yeah, I would talk more about a certain thing in Three Houses, but most of my thoughts about it are very spoiler related. Basically, to anyone who knows exactly what I'm talking about, I don't hate the character. Like, I simply don't like them. We're like a little below the middle ground, in terms of a scale between 1 to 10, I guess. Like, they would be a 4, or like around a 4, between 4 and 6 is where my opinion on that character would be placed in. Like, they're a good character in their own way, like, they're written well in their own way, but if I ever met someone like that in real life, I would absolutely not like them. Because of what they would say to someone who is, I guess, going through an emotional moment. Like, they say things that certain people going through an emotional moment would not want to hear. first. And my nose. And my nose. Also, it's pretty much already like getting allergy season again, so my nose is starting to mess up. Although I think the reason... What the heck? For some reason my thing was on the chat. Anyway, kind of random, but I think my nose always acts up whenever I stream. And that's probably just because I'm talking so much, and whenever I'm quiet for a long time, especially if I'm recording, it's like... kind of hard to explain, but it's like... That silence bothers me, I think. I don't know. Okay. Now what else to talk about? Oh yeah, and also because of a certain reveal, and when I kind of rewatched certain moments in part 1 of Three Houses, like, yeah, that also adds to my dislike of points, like the point dislike, on this character, because I now know the realization about this particular event. And the reason I didn't remember it the first time when I played the game, because when I played the game, I didn't really catch on, is because when I played Three Houses, I ended up not playing 2 weeks after I started Chapter 2. So... yeah, that is something. Almost done with this quest. Okay, let's keep going. Come on, enter. I just realized I have no healing potions on this character. Yay! Wait, what? Let's see. Currently have this. Okay, anyways, gonna continue doing quest. My lovely little character. like about 40 characters on this account. This server in particular. How many do I have? Yeah, a lot. I forgot to accept the quest. Also, I had to leave later today because, like, leave the stream also because I have some work to do. I didn't do it sooner because I was a bit lazy and kind of tired this week. Also, this week was really strange for me because, okay, like, for some reason, I don't know why, but Monday felt really strange. Like, I started my classes like normal. I went there, got to my classes and all, and for some reason, it felt weird. Like, it felt like something was supposed to happen, but it didn't, and, like, there really wasn't supposed to be anything happening, but it just felt like something was supposed to happen, and I was like, why does this day feel so weird? Part of it may have to do with it being Monday, but it felt really strange. Also, lately, part of me just wants to watch the Persona 3 movies again. But, I want to wait out on it because I've only just watched it a month ago, like 3 weeks ago, because I didn't want to wait until after these guys finish playing the game. Basically, the thing is, I've already seen the Persona 3 Let's Play because I can't really play the game. And after a while and seeing a lot of positive comments, it got me curious about the movies, like, which are 4 of them, split into 4 parts of the story. Like, it got me curious about the, like, I've seen positive comments about the movies, and I started watching them. And, of course, there's no English dub, sadly, so I had to watch it in subtitles. And I decided to make an exception because, well, given that they're movies, I don't think it's gonna get a dub anytime soon. But anyways, I still watched them, and thanks to the movies, I started loving the pro tag of P3 a lot more. And to anyone who knows Persona 3, I know what people are gonna say, given, you know, story events. But it doesn't really matter because I still love the Persona 3 pro tag. He's so adorable. Although in the actual timeline, he would be older than me. Because in 2009 in real life, I would be about 11 years old. So also, I'm trying to get this surprise mission done. Anyways, I watched the Persona 3 movies like around the beginning of this month, October. Like, I watched it around the beginning of this month, all 4 of them. And it made me love the protagonist even more, and his voice is so cute. And I believe anyone could guess how I reacted when I reached the end of the 4th movie, which is also the finale. I have a feeling anyone can guess my reaction. I know I'm vaguely spoiling Persona 3, but it's been like 13 years, so I feel like it's sort of okay, but there's still newcomers to Persona, so I'm gonna be quiet about it. And also, and speaking of, when I watched the playthrough of Persona 3, it was actually just 2 months ago. Like, a little over 2 months ago. It's still pretty recent since I've seen the games. Seen the game. And I've only seen FES. Like, I want to see Portable, but it was mainly the same story. Like, if I'm curious about the other social links, like, I could have watched it. But the story was mainly the same, so I didn't really bother. I could just look up videos, but I think I'll do that another time. But yeah. I don't know, even though it's been years, I still don't want to say spoilers about Persona 3, even though a lot of us are probably aware of it by now. Of what happens. That and one of the spin-off games, well, not just one of them, but more than one of them, have spoiled exactly what happens to certain characters. It makes it very obvious, or something. The heck, phone? Stop. Why am I getting these random things popping on my phone? Again, no, it's not bad. It's just like random spam calls. Like, you know, like those random like things that pop up. Wait, what? I didn't accept the quest. I was like wondering what was going on. I was like wondering, why am I not getting the quest items? It's because I didn't accept the quest. Trying to loot the items in silence. Oh god, I am slowly losing my HP. I'm guessing not. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There we go. Keep going. boy. Okay, now level 60, but let's finish this area since I'm almost done. First, let's get rid of these extra items. Skip these cutscenes because I've done this several times. I have like over 40 characters. I've done this so many times. Okay, we could do this. Time to job advance my character. Really? There you go. Okay, do not attack those things. That's gonna be very, very bad. Here we go. Glacier chain. Oops, that's the wrong key. Guess I strike the one here. I never really played an Ice Lightning Wizard, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just looking at stuff because I don't know what I'm doing. Another quest. I'm gonna switch characters, so I'll be back again. want to check Scania one more time and then maybe... So many extra characters I have. I'm not gonna play that character. Okay, I'm not gonna play Reboot. Do I even have any? No, I do not have other Cygnus Knights. Trying to figure out what character to play. Which one's a low level and I want to level up too? I don't want to play my Kaiser because I don't... His voice is the only one I don't like in this entire game because it sounds way too old for him and he's meant to be like 18 years old, so... Maybe this character. I'm gonna go on one of my Cygnus Knights. For some reason I'm in... Actually, first let me go do this thing. Before I switch the screens. Because I don't want anyone to see my cash shop stuff. Speaking of cash shop stuff, it really updated. Well, I didn't play the game forever. Oh dear, what have I done? Ooh, they actually have... Interesting. Okay, how do I get out of here? Oh, exit. They really updated. Okay. Back to Maplestory. Why am I in this place again? Oh, this is kind of the reason why, I think. Because of this quest. Okay. No, I just want to switch characters so I don't do this on stream. Okay, blah blah blah. Whoa, okay. I'm just skipping through all this real fast so I don't have to deal with this. Yeah, this just shows I don't do all the quests that often, and I have over 40 characters, so I have to see all this like 40 times. Just... I know. Stop. I'm just hearing this music because I never took the time to listen to this one. Okay, let's see where to go. Oh dear, there's so many things. That. Get rid of all these quests real quick. Wait. Oh, save this hairstyle. I never saved it. Ignore tutorial stuff because this is that. Okay, that at least lowered the amount of quests I have. What do I do now? Let's go here. There. Okay, what should I do? I'm gonna keep playing, but... Oh, I got an idea. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch to my reboot character. My reboot. Before I do that, turn off external chat. Okay, switch. Okay, here is my reboot character, who has exactly 20k HP for some reason. And a bunch of other stuff. And a little lucid. Oh yeah, I want to do quest stuff. Yeah, even if I do, what should I do? Exactly.
Angel, engage!
Oh yeah, I could do the boss stuff. I'm gonna do that. What is this quest about? Oh yeah, pink bean. I'll just skip that.
Engage!
I did not realize this was here. Okay. Guess I should go back on my main on the other server if I want to mess with that. Where to go? What am I doing? I was going to this place. Now remember, want to do the bosses. And then I could probably go back to my main and do a little bit of something there, and then probably end the stream. And my character's even more pink on Reboot, this other character I made. Dead end. Okay, I'm trying to rush through this so I don't waste too much time trying to figure out where to go. One of the requirements for this is kind of beating the boss on hard mode, but I'm not gonna do that. Because it is not that easy.
I feel so free.
being quiet. It's because I don't know what else to talk about.
I feel so free. I see it all. Justice Blood Ribbon.
Okay, let's see. Um.
Celestial Roar. This sticks. 1, 2, 3, a million. I'll blow you all away. I'll blow you all away. Celestial Roar. Justice Blood Ribbon. I'll blow you all away.
Okay. I am starting to be very quiet. It's just I already exhausted all topics that are coming to my brain, so I'm like not sure what to talk about.
This is it for you. Iron Blossom. Justice Blood Ribbon. 1, 2, 3. Celestial Roar. Now, escalate. This is it for you. I see it all. This is it for you. Justice Blood Ribbon. 1, 2, 3, a million.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. Enter.
Angelic Buster,
Let's
blast off.
teleport out of here. this way. Let's see. Where am I going? Oh, now I know what to do next. Here we go.
Angel, engage!
Oops. I accidentally minimized the game. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do this again.
Do I really have to wear this?
Okay, so I'm just gonna be doing this to get some coins, I guess you could say.
Celestial roar! It's over! I'll blow you all away! Justice Love Ribbon! Celestial roar!
I just remembered I need to catch up with anime episodes. Because I've been watching a few animes lately, a lot of them. Some of them I forgot to watch, so now I'm like, I have to catch up. And some of them are on Toonami, and because I can't watch them in the middle of the night where I live, I have to watch them on demand, so I just remembered I was supposed to watch new episodes.
I'll blow you all away! Celestial roar! This is it for you! One, two, three, a million!
Okay.
Iron Blossom!
Yeah, so, for the fall season, of anime, how many animes am I watching?
Celestial roar!
Well, I'm watching 2 ongoing series, and yes, one of them is Black Clover, which is still ongoing. And that's kind of hard to believe, because it's been ongoing for 2 years now.
It's over!
It's a good series, and I actually do plan to read the manga more, because I do want to catch up with that.
Blow you all away! Celestial roar! I'll blow you all away! I'll blow you all away! Celestial roar!
And
Finale ribbon!
and every other anime I think is
1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3!
I think every other anime I'm watching right now is just started. Well, two of them, the dub version just started because its sub version's been out for like weeks.
Do I really have to wear this? What?
And also, one of the other animes I'm watching, its dub version started last week, like almost, I think exactly a week ago, because it updates on Thursdays.
I'll blow you all away!
I watched that, and immediately I'm interested, although at the same time, its first episode was a little too quick-paced, to my liking. Because I usually like it if things are a little more slow-paced at first, or something. But I still have yet to see the second episode, so I can't really judge it quite yet.
Celestial roar! Celestial roar! 1, 2,
But,
a million!
yeah, I'm, like, interested in it because it's a coming-of-age story,
Blow you all
anime.
away! Just this
I don't know if it was a manga originally or anything. Because a lot of mangas I discover are usually usually have animes. So, it's usually how I get into a lot of, yeah.
one,
The point being is, this one anime, even though its first episode is kind of weirdly paced, I am curious on where it will go because I do like coming-of-age stories. So I'm curious about, like, what's to come. Okay. Continuing on.
I feel so free! Stargazer!
Also, in that particular anime I'm talking about, it immediately just went into the trope where I'm like, why do people like this exist? And it's like, basically it's kind of a thing where it's like you have the abusive parents, and then the kid who is not even like age of majority yet, going through all these problems, and it's like really messed up. So I'm obviously gonna keep watching it because I am curious on where it will go.
Celestial roar! I'll blow you all away!
Oh, that's where the noises are coming from. It's because I keep looting those things.
One, two, three, a million! One, two, three!
Okay, I can do 2 more today, I think. Then I'm gonna go on my main again, and then check something, and then end the stream.
Do I really have to wear this? Watch yourself. What? I'll blow you all away. I'll blow you all away. Celestial roar. I'll blow you all away. I'll blow you all away.
Wish I could get the other set items for this.
Celestial roar. I'll blow you all away. Celestial roar. Celestial roar. I'll blow you all away. I'll blow you all away. Finale ribbon. I'll blow you all away.
It's a lot of mesos.
One, two, three, a million.
I'm not lucky enough to get equipment from this. Okay, one more.
Angel, engage! Iron Blossom! Celestial roar! Celestial roar! I'll blow you all away. I'll blow you all away. This is mine. This is mine. I'll blow you all away. Celestial roar! I'll blow you all away.
What are these? Okay.
Celestial roar!
Hmm.
One, two, three, a million. One, two,
Look.
three.
Didn't get lucky. Alright, I don't even need those. There we go. Okay.
Angel, engage!
gonna switch the scene again so I could switch back to my main. Before I close it off. So many characters I have. So many of them. Oops. And this is why I'm not, like, switching over to another server, is because I have so many of them. No achievement. Okay, let me... Okay, I was just checking something. Okay. Awkward audio cuts, but I have to switch characters. I have to go back, somewhere. Is it over here, or I had to go to Leaf for it? No, it's over here. Oh, wow, they actually did this. Didn't think they actually went through the effort to do this. Try channel 7. Okay. Oh, I think I know what to do. Let me try this thing first. Okay. Seems like some people who did the Lucid fight a number of times. Okay, that's like random. What is with these random things and expecting you to, like, spend so many random mesos on it? What is this? Okay, I'd rather do that off screen and not on stream. Well, it looks like this is the perfect time to just end the stream. And also, I had to do something anyway, so... yeah. But yeah, kind of a nice little short stream to get back into things and streaming. Yeah. Also, just my excuse to not play a scary game because I am very weak-hearted. I don't like scary games. I might try it again next year, try another scary game. Actual scary game. Haunted, creepy game. I might. So what should I sit on? Chair-wise in this game? No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Getting back into the work of things and, yeah. I will go back to doing more art art streams, and again, I don't upload my art streams on YouTube because of the music, so that's why those are never uploaded on YouTube at all. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next stream.